All right, now that we have considered who our stakeholders are, one way to understand the stakeholders' experiences and needs is to talk with them. So, it is time to prepare to interview them. In order to properly prepare, we will examine the anatomy of an interview. To begin, let's consider this graphic of the anatomy of an interview. One way to find inspiration is to talk to people who are affected by your design challenge. Interviews are one of the best ways to gain understanding of your end user. In planning your interviews, consider who you will talk to, when and where, and how you will conduct the conversation. Will your interviews be intercept? In essence, an unplanned interview where you stop someone out in public to ask them questions, or a scheduled interview with a specific stakeholder. These kind of design interviews can help us see an experience in new and different ways, which can then lead to coming up with creative new ideas and approaches to the topic or issue we are working on. In order to make the most of these interview opportunities, we should follow some guidelines. We are using a human-centered approach to design, so it is important to build rapport and to get to know the interviewee. This will help to encourage honest, vulnerable, and candid responses. Think about how you plan to introduce yourself and your topic. You should come up with some planned questions to ask as well. Include 1 or 2 low-risk questions you can start with before asking ones that require more vulnerability. Make sure that your questions are open-ended rather than yes-no questions, so you can get more details. Our hope is that we will evoke stories and explore emotions related to our design work. This will also put us in the role of active listener, a role in which we can simply take in what the interviewee is telling us and maybe provoke extensions or deeper explanations through the use of follow-up questions. Finally, we will continue to promote a human-centered approach by thanking the interviewee and concluding with a cordial wrap-up of our conversation rather than an abrupt end. Make sure to not only thank the interviewee, but also you should provide any information about how to follow up on your project or future opportunities to get opinions and feedback from them. You may want to schedule time to meet again soon so that they can test your prototype and help to guide your work on future iterations of the design. Interviewing can be tricky and won't be the same with each interviewee. Keep an open mind and try to be responsive to the needs of the interview. Hopefully, you find a balance in the process, and you will be able to gain new insights and perspectives that will in turn motivate innovative designs.